It said if you want to hide something, hide it in a book. That's Devin and Allen and me, all right? And this is Letters Design, a movie and a documentary. It's the Black Chronicles, an updated version, all right? That's the Department of Justice, United States Department of Justice, Northern District, all right? That's my store on Falls Road, all right? Patch Fitzgerald, the Department of Justice, Screening Commission. I went home on vacation and came back on probation. That's March. This is December the 24th, all right? And that's the FBI. Dan Bongino, Richard McFeely of the FBI in Baltimore, the FBI in Chicago, and the Washington, D.C. office. The office out here on Windsor Mill. All videotape recorded phone calls, intake office, all that, all right? That's Letters Design, like I said, a documentary. Right here, Rob Fix, Glenn Nelson, all right? Lisa Madigan. That's it right there. Letters Design, a Kickstarter launch, Party and EMPD Group, 2015. That's my producer. And that's the movie Letters Design. That's off of that right there. That's the Jailhouse Diary. That's 2018. My Freedom Fighter Award from Hassan Giordano. And Hassan Giordano gonna be my main witness because he been witness this from the beginning. And Be More News, my Malcolm X moment. I gave you Malcolm X, I gave you Thurgood Marshall, I gave you Martin Luther King, and I'm gonna give you some Marcus Garvey. This is the Black Chronicles, all right? The Black Chronicles, being black in America. So Dr. K, WEEA Radio, Governor Westmore, Corey McCrae, Brooke Learman, the Black Chronicles, slavery era, 1778 to 1956. Well, I picked up the baton. That's the Baltimore beat, all right? Like I said, I just picked up the baton. Thomas Jefferson owned slaves, and Governor Hogan made a lot of money off the slave in the prison industry. Fugitive slaves is growing. Ex-felons are fugitive slaves. That's George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic. Like I said, I'm upgrading this. All right, I'm upgrading this. And we're going to go page by page. You feel me? The Black Chronicles. Cincinnati outs her black population. Negro Convention Plan. South Carolina law upheld. You feel me? The opening of the Ohio Canal. A revolt was crushed. The Nat Turner revolt. I'm giving you black history. Slave resistance. All right? Slave resistance. Garvey deported. All right? Garvey was deported because he wanted to take black out of America. He wanted to take black back to Africa. Well, we're going to do it again. We're going to try it again. Y'all want to deport Hispanics and Latin community? Well, let's take black out of America. If we want to leave, we can leave because we ain't slaves no more. And we're going to go to the Supreme Court about that. The Supreme Court, all right? Dred Scott 2025. Because in that book is Dred Scott. And right here, this is to prove I was making a movie about your judicial system. And that's notarized. So we're going to go to the Supreme Court. Just like the Westboro Baptist Church. Justices uphold the Westboro Baptist Church freedom of speech. See the date? March 3rd, 2011. This is a Jailhouse Diary of everything from the 2011, and that's 2007. Shorty, pull your mask up. Those are criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger. If you have knowledge of criminal activity, you're supposed to say something. You see something, you say something. Instead, you went to TMZ.com, tried to make a joke out of it. That's City Hall. So we're going to open the book. The Black Chronicles, all right? That's my whistleblower's application, the movie. And that's the Department of Justice right there. You see that? Certificate of Identity. Department of Justice, 2013. Notarized. That's notarized. That makes it legal. Like I said, Department of Justice, whistleblower, the movie. That's Kai Jackson, Fox 45. All right. Dwayne G. Davis, 2014. That's my Department of Justice ID number. And that's the state's attorney. That's Mike Shue, WJZ. WJZ. See the state? The Baltimore Sun, chief editor. See the date? See the date? Justin Burke, ABC2. Christian Schaefer. All right. See the date? Baltimore Sun, chief editor. Department of Justice, mail referral. See the date? Judge Papaya, Judge Turnbull, Judge Souter, and the University of Maryland Law School. See the date? October 2016. Mayor Brandon Scott, the Black Chronicles. Release all material to the voters. That's a property inventory report. And that's Governor O'Malley and Theroux. And like I said, I'm the cook in Baltimore. Dwayne G. Davis. All right, we talking about voter suppression in the 2014 elections. Next report is 2022. That's the Baltimore Sun. That's ABC 98 Rock and Fox 45. Release all material to the voters. Like I said, I was kidnapped from my home, 1402 Lochner. That's the Supreme Court, 2007. Davis versus Illinois. Like I said, we're going to do Dred Scott because I gave you a shorty program, the whole program. All right? I gave you religious callings, medical, construction, business, real estate. I gave you visual and performing arts, political involvement, photography, journalism, technology, law, cultural exchanges. I gave you Get Shorty in 2006. Get Shorty. And that's Governor O'Malley's signature. That's the United States Postal Service, because while I was locked up in Illinois, everything from January the 2nd, 2008 to the present date is evidence for a federal investigation. January the 2nd, 2008, business mailbox. All right, Jake Davis, Darlene Davis. All right, Jake Davis, Darlene Davis, Bank of America, Shorty's Underground Ribs. That's my postal violation number. I was in the Baltimore County Detention Center. All right. And like I said, I was making a documentary, 2007. In regards to your documentary, I would not be able to appear. That's Senator Ben Cardin's. That's Senator Ben Cardin's, July 2007. I'm the cook in Baltimore, and I'm getting ready to cook y'all up. That's Governor Blagojevich. All right. And that's the FBI in Chicago. Special Agent Jason. That's the case right here. 07 CF498. All right, no, 086 CF498. Honorable Judge Starks. All right here. Respectfully submitted. And that's Chief Justice Roberts of the Supreme Court. An update in 2013. I was locked up in Illinois and Maryland and labeled a terrorist for making a documentary. All right. You can contact Richard McFeely of the FBI. How you doing today, Mr. Dan? Eric Holler, Alan Locks, Rod Rosenstein, the Department of Justice. All right. Richard McFeely, Baltimore office. Like I said, it's all right here. State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. Except if you want to hide something, hide it in a book. Shorty, pull your mask up. And the Black Chronicles. 400 years and ain't nothing changed.